I don't think I'm going to save this recording because the event will probably be about like my background, beige. And I don't do beige very well. Let's let some more people in. It is 11:24. It is 7:02 p.m. I am Paul Darby. You're not. Glory to God, right? This is ZerinoPen. It is open attendance for anybody that would like to learn internet marketing feats so that you may make more money. 21 people. That's astounding. All right. So is everybody here that's coming? Let's seal the room. All right. So my background is like this because my lighting, I can't do a Zoom background. I'm just going to reach in my drawer. It's funny, I'm not at my desk. I can't sit in the new building because there's outgases from the new flooring and the paint and the sheetrock. And I spent one day and one evening out there, and I came in and I almost ended up in an emergency room. I'm back on breathing stuff and inhalers and could not breathe. And it was but I had one day out in our new office. So here's what's going on. I am still having construction crews do stuff. I got new inside light fixtures for it, and they're going up tomorrow. And they're coming out, I guess, to put the new awning and stuff on tomorrow, and the new trim around it tomorrow. So I'm still spending money as fast as I can. I'm just not going to be able to go out there. I don't know for how long. I've got 6 windows and a door. So I will leave all the windows open and I'll get some big plants because there's some kind of plants that eat outgassing. We did that for this house. When I bought a modular home, I looked all that up because my wife had a bit of a breathing issue. Go figure. So I will put some big plants out there that eat out gases. I'll leave the windows open all day long. And in a few days, I'll go try it again for a few minutes. But in the meantime, I am on a card table back in the spring. Here, I'll show it to you. Very exciting. I am on a Walmart card table with my trusty companion, and the rest of the room is empty except for that. And behind me is nothing but wall. So here's what all that means. If I have to stay in here for a few days to do meetings and stuff, I'll get a decent background, so it'll be business as usual. But just for right now, it's Friday and stand by. Hello. Thank you. I saw my dog alert and then I heard the doorknob turn. So I thought I'd see who it was. I don't think that we'll be slowed up any because of it. It's not as much fun to get to sit out there and make a bunch of noise and hoot and holler, but oh well. So enough of that for right now. So for tonight, what I thought I would do is show y'all. If you remember, there was 5 points to doing sales: attention, interest, desire, conviction, and close. And also there's something else that I think is very, very good called the amazing offer, or the whatever word you want to put in there. Hey, Sweet Pea, you can close me in if you want because there's a lot of echo in here now. I'm going to be twice as loud as normal. If you can make an offer that will make people want your product so bad, obviously that'll make your sales go up. So what we're going to do is work on, let me let some more people in. We're going to work on crafting your offer, my offer, our offers, and what those offers are. And then I thought I'd just spend a few minutes with you guys on attention, interest, desire, conviction, and close. And tonight I'll be on attention and interest and desire, because conviction and close are going to be that offer. So we'll probably get to it, but it's just that there's a couple of points. I don't know if any of y'all have ever heard. And by the way, I know these cute little earbuds, but I don't have any speakers anymore, so I'm having to wear a headset. But there's a couple of things, and if you can just do them, your sales will increase. And there's a couple of thought processes that if either you have a better one or you'll adopt these two, or you won't, and it won't be as good, right? It's not arrogance. I mean, it has to be one or the other. I'm going to share a couple of things that I think, and either your way's better, your way's not better, or, you know, or it's a tie. Okay. I didn't think of that before, so it's a tie. And that is, and I put it in one of the emails this morning, there's a lot of people that we see in this business that love the 30-day money-back guarantee. Did any of you read my email this morning about the 30-day guarantee? Yeah, you guys, it is so, hey, Suzo, I didn't see you, and you're right there in the middle. I looked over, and there's my friend Susie. Let's see, is there a page? Another? There's 24 people. A lot of you don't have your cameras on, and I realize that's because you're either having I ate way too much turkey, I'm bleary, I don't feel like being on camera day, or, you know, my old saying, you're hiding from the FBI. But if you want to, turn your camera on and meet the group, and if you don't want to, that's all right. I'm going a little slow because A, I'm kind of casual tonight, and B, is I'm trying to figure out how to make this sink in. If you don't have all these pieces, and by the way, most human beings, when they're presented with a new thought, a different thought, and especially if it doesn't align with their current agreement, this is a human thing. This is something I've studied a great deal, is what do humans do? And as, and as odd as that sounds, if you study what humans will do, and you want to sell to humans, you might start seeing the correlation of why that's a good thing. And there's universal patterns of behavior that can be extracted. It's kind of a rough word. There are some things that humans will do that all humans will do the same. Think of a red hot stove burner. You yank your hand away as quick as you can. Normally, now I'm not, you know, there's going to be outliers to all of this tonight. I'm not talking about outliers. I'm not talking about aliens ate my homework, or what if they have no feeling? Oh, right, got it. But people will yank their hand away real quick. So if you wanted to get somebody to yank their hand away, how you would do it would be get a red hot stove burner and get them to touch it. Obviously, we don't want to do that, but in sales, it's the same thing. There are a lot of things that people do the same, no matter where they are, no matter if they have money or not, no matter what country they're in or not, or, you know, like region and socioeconomic and all that. And you can use that to guide the largest amount of people. And we've talked before about persuasion. And what that means is you can paint a picture. You think of music or art. We all don't respond to the same kind of artist the same way or the same music the same way. But there may be some great classical piece of music that you're standing up on a mountaintop overlooking the most beautiful thing, or you might be an ocean person, or the ocean, and this theatrical, beautiful music plays, rolls out like a movie. Well, many people are going to feel inspired and awestruck and larger than life or smaller than life, but there's going to be like an emotion there. That's what I'm talking about. So what we want to do is start to be able to paint our pictures to evoke that emotion. And high drama will do that. Sometimes simplicity will do that. If you can involve the heart will do it. And then we always have the two basic needs: run from fear, run from pain, run toward pleasure, run toward good stuff. So we're going to work on painting our canvas, making our words, making the persuasion whatever we want to start making the landscape, our visitor. Now, if you think I'm being a little airy-fairy, let's take internet marketing all the way down and make it so easy and so simple. I want to find people that want something, problem, need, and I want to be able to deliver a solution, product, service, and I want to do it in a way that's even too deep. And I want to make them an offer so they want to buy it from me. That in essence is it. Now I'm going to flesh it out just real quick and real simply. I'm going to find a bunch of people that want something, and I'm going to figure out how to deliver it with a product or service. And then I want to make an offer so they'll want it from me. That's all we have to do. And even though your brain might be going, got it, dude, move on. Most of us, this is one of the times that I could say most of us don't do it as well as it should be. This is one of the times I'll include myself in that. But most people on the internet don't do that at all. They're not thinking of it. They're not cognizant of it. They're not doing it. And they're not getting the benefit. The benefit is 100% everything. It's all important. Meaning that if you don't have a significant enough group of people that have a significant enough problem, so they're actively looking for a solution to the problem, and it bothers them enough, or they want it enough so that they'll pay for it, then you don't have anything going. If you've invented something that nobody wants, you're not going to probably sell it for a lot of money. If you've invented something that only one person wants, you're probably not going to make a lot of money, unless that one person is extremely rich and you can make an offer to that person, you sell it, and down the road you go. Let me give you an example of that. That would be like my company creating a funnel for another company, which up until 2 years ago, I did that a lot. I created funnels and sales systems for other companies. Nobody ever knows it because nobody, it's oh, we did that. Yeah, whatever. But they paid me pretty well for it. But what they didn't do was pay me what I would have made had I made that funnel and turned it into a membership area and made money on and on and on. And the reason why I can do that is because I know how to find a significant enough number of people with a significant enough problem or need that I can make a product or service to, and that I can craft an offer to, so I can solve that problem or need to them. Okay, now that we've got that, how you do that now is you give them some persuasion. We talked about, excuse me. We talked about this a little bit before. If you're going out on a first date, maybe you want to look your best, have on some nice cologne. And so when you show up, it's like, oh, nice. Before it's even started, that's persuasion. So we want to have a website that's really cool. Now, let me show you what's not really cool, just because I want to give you contrasting value. Because what I want to do real quickly on this is tie it all right back into the super simple, so you can go, oh, got it. So I just want to find some people that want something bad enough to pay for it. And now I have to figure out how to make an offer and put it on a website so that they'll want to pay for it from me. They'll want to pay me for the solution. And if you do that, then you get into the intricacies of internet marketing, where you get traffic and you do this and you do that. And you can, we'll spend the rest of our lives getting better at all the little stuff. But bottom line is, if you can do the great big things, It's like think of a pee-wee football team. Now get a professional NFL player, give him the football and say, run to the other side with the football. And all you have is a bunch of 6-year-old pee-wees trying to stop him. He's going to mow through them like the Hulk in an adventure movie. That's what we can do on the internet compared, because most people are pee-wees. And I don't mean that negatively, even though it is kind of. They're not set up to do anything. And I'm going to tie this into that other point. Here's how pee-wees think, because remember I said there's a couple of ways to think as well as the techniques. And the thinking is, oh, good, there's a 30-day money-back guarantee. So if I don't make money in 30 days, I want to get my money back. If you think that, I want you to consider if you should stop thinking that. I don't just mean with my products, I mean with anything. When I buy something, I'm glad if there's a guarantee, because I will go look at it. And if I go log in and check it out, if I go buy a car, if I go test drive a car, I will check it out. That's kind of like the money back guarantee. That's the time when you're not hooked yet. It's your chance to audition the product or service. So if you have a website business, you have to be able to log in and spend at most an hour or two, at most. And then you go, okay, I had thought critically about this. I had made the decision. I liked it. Now I just logged in to see if there was legs under this thing or if it was all a bunch of hot air. But if it's good and if it's stable, that money back guarantee thing is should be gone from your brain, because that's the point where you go, I don't think this is really that great. Go get your money back and move on. Way to go. You're very smart. But if you go look at it and you go, I want to give it a try, and you log into it and stuff looks good, what's going to happen next? You know, I always talk about dating and stuff. Let's say you show up and you look great and you go on a first date. Usually they're pretty good. Usually, you know, we can fake people out on the first date and be fascinating, interesting, wonderful, smell good the whole night. And oh my gosh, it was great fun. It's after a while when you start going through life, think about being married. Those of us that are married, we have been around our partner. When they have first woken up, they have not visited Mr. Toothbrush yet. Their hair's sticking straight up and they go, good morning. And it's enough to kill you. And we go, oh my. It works both ways. That's called the commitment category. That's when you go, I love you. And I have decided that this is going to be a wonderful, glorious thing. And I know it's going to take some work, and there's going to probably be some pain involved because there's effort and commitment. But let me share something with you. Every one of those first dream dates, if you stuck with them long enough to get married, you would wake up one morning and there would be a room full of bad breath, hair sticking up, clothes on the floor, and it would not be the dream that where the music was playing and the lights were dim and the wine was being served. It would just be real life. And that's when you kick in and work. That's what internet marketing, we all hit that with the business. And that's when you go, this is the big one for you guys that are here, because you guys are a step up. I'm not buttering your biscuit. I'm just saying, on a Friday night, Thanksgiving weekend for USAers, but on a Friday night, you're showing up, you're trying to learn something about internet marketing, you're way above. And if you don't think you're way above, there's 22 people here, counting me, so there's 21 of you here, and there could be 10, 7, let's just say 25,000 of you are invited. And that, or let's say 21,000. And so there's 1 in 1,000 people that could be here to learn about internet marketing are here. So that means one of two things. Either I'm not worth a crap. That's not a very nice word. Either I'm not very good at this. I'm so painful to listen to. Who could do it? And so that's why people aren't here, because they've made that decision. Or they're here, i.e. you, or they don't care enough to make the effort to come here to see if there's something they can learn and pick up in one thing out of each meeting that I can use tomorrow to make more money. I don't know. So either I'm not any good, or they're thinking it isn't any good, right? It's somewhere in there. It's something isn't right if you're not coming to the owner of the company's meeting that says, let me show you how to make a whole bunch of money with this, and I won't charge anything. Just show up, let's have some fun. And if you can't come, you are regular. And if you can come, you're above regular. So now you guys know why I just said you were a step up, because I was afeared that a lot of people would think, yeah, he's trying to talk real nice to us, so we'll like him. And as much as I want to be liked, I don't care that much. I already have a bunch of friends, and I have a fat dog. I'm good. So I don't care as much as if you like me. I don't need that while I'm talking. I can't hear you. Forgive me. I'll put them back on in a minute. I don't care as much if you like me as if you do this and say it was worth my time. That's the important thing. So let's get right back to the marketing stuff, because we're going to hit some really good stuff, and you're going to leave tonight. I'm going to make tonight worth it with good tools. You're going to realize how easy this stuff is. You're going to realize if you just do a couple of tune-ups and tweaks, that you can make more money next week than you did last week. More money next year than you did last year. More money than you've ever made before on the internet. Now, this is normally a dead time, really dead, for internet marketers that are not on Spotify or selling, Christmas sweaters or bundt cakes or Christmas presents. But internet marketing, money making, normally you have to have a continuity program, which means a membership thing. So membership fees are rolling in, so you maintain your income level, because the new business is not as high right now all the way through the middle of January. However, it's not dropping off like it has before, and I think that's because the economy, people are still in the level of, I'm scared, what can I do? So in other words, one of those main things that we need to make more sales, which is people with a significant enough problem, with enough desire to solve the problem, well, that is growing. We're just sitting here yakking on Zoom, and there's who knows how many more thousands of people right now go, crap, I need to make some money. What about this internet stuff? And they're coming to hit the internet, and they're rubes. I mean, they're brand new, fresh out of the stovepipe, just like we were. We're showing up, hi, how are you? And everybody that smiles, they're gonna give them the credit card until they learn, like we all learned, there is no amount of money that the casino will not take from you while you're betting on the pretty spinning lights. But you better get a hold of the fact that it's not the lottery very often, super rare. And if you're going to go play a game of chance, at least study, at least be good at poker, at least be good at 21, so you can know the game and go in and play intelligently. And what that doesn't mean is don't be a gambler like I am. When I've gone to Las Vegas, I'll tell you, I used to live in California, so I'd go over to Las Vegas all the time. And when I went to Las Vegas, it was just to go have fun and eat shrimp cocktail, because you could get gigantic shrimp cocktails for $1 and eat buffets. And I would go in there and play some slots and walk around and ding ding and maybe order a drink. And I eat 5 or 6 shrimp cocktails. What a pig. I know, but I love shrimp cocktails. Okay, I won't get all into that, but I'm telling you, that's still a value. Just saying. You get a nice hotel and tell them you're going to go gamble all night. The buffets are not free anymore, but it's still fun if that's your thing. Never bothered me any, because I had heard about too many people that said, I went to Vegas with $10,000 and I left in a $250,000 bus. The problem was it was a Greyhound bus, and they left in the bus because they had sold their car to pay their gambling debt. So I was never hooked on that. I don't like gambling. I don't like playing games, but I do love the internet because you can get it down to a science. And the science is this: if you can find enough people with a significant enough desire to solve a problem or service and deliver that to them in a way that makes them want to get it from you, you're done. Boom. All right. Let's see who else. We got a couple more people. All right. So the last thing I want to say about the internet marketing thing is, just because I got on it this morning and I thought that's really one of my reasons for success. And that is, I'm a rhinoceros. Once I get moving, I get that one single big horn down aimed at something. My internal saying is, you will find me running at that thing will be gone, or I'll be dead, because I'm going to run at it with this big horn until I get it or until I'm stopped. And I don't know why that is, but I just have developed that. And that means I don't care about 30, 60, 90, 1 year money back guarantees. If I go look at it and say I'm going to do it, I will do it. Or I'm still trying to do it. And because I just haven't done it yet. Some of you have heard when Thomas Edison was working on the light bulb, he tried thousands of ways it didn't work. And they go, well, you know, did you fail? How many ways did you fail? And he said, no, I just was getting rid of all the ways it didn't work until I could find what did. They never concerned him. He's like, yeah, that didn't work. Oh, good. That's gone. Now I'm going to try this. Now I'm going to try this. So that was that thought that I want us to all really, not even us, because I really have that piece. I just want y'all to consider if that's something that you want. Pick a freaking business this year, one or two, and then just put your heart into it and go, I'm either going to get rich doing that one, or I'm just going to go up in flames, or I'm still going to be doing it. Because that kind of drive and commitment and motivation will help you find success. It almost always, if you just go, I'm not quitting. Yes, it's hard. No, I'm not quitting. Yes, it's hard. No, I'm not quitting. Yes. Oh, I got it. All right. So there's your daddy lecture. Let's go back to the actual nuts and bolts. Also, I want to share another thought that I had with you today. I went to somebody's webinar because they were supposed to be a big time money maker. And I'm a great student. I love to learn from other people. But the guy, he had sent it, he was doing it that was a little condescending. And I thought, I probably do that as well. And I'm not going to do it anymore. Sometimes I will tell people, okay, we're in first grade tonight. So it won't be condescending when I start talking to people like they're first graders. I don't mean bad or stupid or like you're not smart, but this is not a group of first graders. So if I run a thing that says, oh, you've never made money and you don't know what to do and you don't know what's first, show up tonight and Susie will be here and Kim will be here and I'll be here and we'll answer questions about customer service. We'll answer just the dumbest questions and you won't have to worry about asking. And we'll go very elemental, and that will be for people that don't know anything about internet marketing because they're pouring in like crazy. And we're trying to deal with people that go, what is an autoresponder? What does URL mean? What does redirect mean? You guys don't even know what level of pro you are until you talk to some people that joined their first internet business called the Shiny Ball because it was only $10, and they'll join today, and tomorrow they'll write into support. If they write to support instead of one of the other emails, and they'll go, where's my money? And for a while that aggravated me because I was thinking, people, come on, man up, cowboy up, men and women. And then I went, you know what? They just don't know any better. Nobody never learned them nothing. All right. So let's talk about, what do you do with your website? We worked a little bit on how to make it painfully easy. Were any of you guys here? Just show me a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Down is no, up is yes. Were you here when we just did a white background and a few black words picked on the headlines? All right. That is a painfully easy way to do an excellent job. And I'll share with you somebody that's doing it right now. Frank Kern. I bet he makes $1 million. I bet he makes $1 million with the campaign. Is anybody watching Frank Kern's campaign right now? Yeah, Robert is. I'm usually on most of the big guys' lists and I watch what they do. It's his platform and his offer is so good. It's crazy good. So that's what I want to talk about. What time is it? That's what I want to talk about, the irresistible, undeniable. Absolutely, I must have that offer tonight because I want to work it in with attention, interest, desire, conviction, close, and then an offer that just is like, you want this, look at what you get. You want this, this is how easy it is. You want this, click the button. It's like a relentless but wonderful, just everything says, yeah, I gotta have that. I gotta have that, because you're not gonna buy without it. Anything else, you're gonna go, let me think about it. Let me save it for later. I'll come back to it. I don't know. I'm scared. You just really got to have that raw excitement. And one of the keys for that was I did a web page and video, and I showed it to Susie, and she goes, yeah, people don't want if. Hell are you talking about? People don't want in. I said, well, there's a lot of if in there. If you do this, and you could make some money, and it might be really good, and it's possibly one of the best things you ever did. No. How about some of the smartest programmers in the world got together with AI and kind of accidentally figured out how to talk to AI and came up with a business that is like the biggest ATM money machine in the history of man. And you got to hook up because it's fully automated. This thing is off the freaking porch good, quick, because the next 100 people get in like for half price for life. That there's no if there. All you can do is either get excited and go with it, or get excited and pop out and go, now I'm scared because it's too good. All right. I want to show you a persuasion thing. Screen, share, and back. All right. Now, I'm really excited about this page, and I'm thinking that you're wondering why. But I'll show you in a minute because I'm craftier than I look. So what I'm going to do is put a headline on top, just like we've been talking about for a while, that will evoke emotion, that will make you want it. And I'm starting to set the persuasion. I've got a starry futuristic background, but what they're going to do is read, and this is what they're going to be left with the order button right here. So what I want to do is walk somebody in, and this is going to be the wha-bam moment. So you get to the page, headline, offer being crafted, the irresistible offer, and you're scrolling down the page, and oh my gosh, and then here comes the order button. So it's just kind of like flows you right into, guess what? Let me look at y'all. Guess what you'll be able to do? If I can get you to read that offer and scroll the page, and I can make that an undeniable offer, you are left with this and this dramatic. Remember what I said about the beach or the mountains and the music playing, because the music will be playing. And the music playing, and you're just filled, and people respond the way people respond. A smile means the same thing. A grimace means the same thing. When I used to study microfacial expressions for work, you have rage, you have disgust, you have happiness, you have disbelief, you have love, and you can catch little ticks all over the face, eyebrows, eye movement, mouth movement, combination movements, and they're universal. So it doesn't even matter if the person speaks English or is from your country, you can pick up on stuff. Now, let me get back to faces, share screen, and I'll show you. Wait a minute, stop share. I'll show you guys, I'll do the biggest, coolest microfacial expression, one of the coolest things I ever learned. And we would try them out and practice like at an airport, because if you were working a line and trying to protect somebody in a crowd, you had to be able to look through all faces and pick up, what are they thinking? The best you could. So you will notice this now. If nobody's ever taught you this, you probably never noticed it, but now you won't be able to unlearn it. So if you don't want to learn something you can't unlearn, don't watch it. Don't watch for the next 10 seconds. If somebody's talking to you and they're doing this,
Is that button he was working on?
can you see me and hear me?
Yes.
Okay, so I guess we're not going to be talking about that anymore. That I never lost any signal. My signal strength never wavered, but I dropped off, and that happened one other time. And I was teaching some stuff that anyway, I'm going to change. Am I going to do that anyway? No, I'm going to stop the microfacial expression and thing because it won't help you sit on the internet. It was just kind of a cool life thing. And maybe we can do it some other time. I don't know. But I just know that there's some topics that if I talk about, my Zoom will shut down. And your Zoom should not shut down if you have strong signal. So let me just go on. So if you want to craft an offer, how's the best way you can do it? Remember two things. You're going to lead them away from pain and toward pleasure. So what is our market not like? They don't like being broke. They don't like not making money. They don't not like making sales. What do they like? They like the promise of the internet, making a bunch of sales, making a bunch of money, and being rich, rich, rich. Does that sound reasonable to you guys that that's what we want? Right. I mean, that's why I joined. I got up on the internet because I was working at my gym and I thought I'm making a butt ton of money one-on-one if I can reach 8 million people at a time. And that number's gotten bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. Then I could be rich, rich, rich. And that just sounded fun to me. So whether you're selling your own thing, I'm going to use somebody as an example, and I'm not teaching him. I'm just using it as an example. Robert Hottinger, who is here, I know is working on a children's book or was, and is doing some kind of interesting things that he shared with me in email that AI has written for him and about children's books. But just as a blanket example, if you want to sell children's books or coffee or making money or whatever it is, figure out really, really the heart and the issue of what people want. So I've said it, I'm going to do children's books and I'll talk about my dog because my dog's easy. I've had 2 rescue bulldogs that died early of cancer. I think that I was in part responsible for them dying early because I fed them commercial dog food. Can you guys believe that commercial dog food is as bad for dogs as human food that they're feeding us is for humans? It's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I helped kill my dogs because I gave them dog food. Just like many people are killing themselves because they're eating what is being served to them. I just watched an interesting video. You know what? No, I'm not going to rabbit trail because I don't want to run out of time. I sent it to my wife, and it was very interesting. And it was talking about French fries. The guy, what French fries from McDonald's and all of them are fried in is really poisonous. French fries are really poisonous, really poisonous. And the people that purchased the American Medical Association, I got to be careful, I'll lose my internet again. Anyway, sometimes research French fries. They're not good for you. They're not good for you in a very big way. They're like drinking a Diet Coke. Anything that you can put a nail in that eats the nail, don't drink it, okay? Stop drinking that. All right. So what am I interested in? Well, how do you get me to buy something for the dog? You say, hey, would you like to know what you can do to have your dog live twice as long as other dogs of that breed live and be happy and healthy for twice as many years? Like bulldogs live 6 to 8 years typically. How would you like one that lived 12 to 15? I'd be a buyer. Okay. So what if we said, we want to sell children's books? And Bob says, what do I do? You got to know who buys the children's books? Do mamas buy them? I'm going to guess, now I may be wrong, there's probably lots of people buy children's books, but let's just say that we're going to focus a niche market on new mothers that we're going to buy children's books. So we better be talking to new mothers about, do you want your baby to be happy? Do you want your baby to learn and start to develop cognitive skills almost effort-free, and to get great stuff in their brain, and to have really good thought process, and to learn really cool stuff, and to have a wonderful time, and to giggle and to coo and to have fun? Y'all tell me, is that a selling point for children's books? I don't know. Is that yet good or not good? I'm just flying blind here. Okay, so thank you. Let's assume that it was. So what would I do? Share screen. What would I do on this page? I would start. Now, where I really started was years ago, and I started with that resource that I shared with you guys, which was headlines. And I really did, you guys. I'd go look at headlines. I'd steal headlines. I'd do whatever I needed to do to get something that evoked emotion. And let's write a headline based on, so we're going to do, wait a minute, I might have to revamp. Bob, show me with your fingers, what's the age group of the children's book you're writing, roughly? 6, 10, 7 years old? 7 years old, maybe second grade level. All right. So now, my information on this may be wrong because I've done no research, you guys, but that doesn't matter because I don't care what you pick. It's easy to go find out. And I will show you another little trick that is old school, but if you're not writing the best copy of your life already, it'll really be great. Good, we just hit the vein. We got 15 minutes and now we're in the vein. I talked us all up. I got us checked into the hospital. I got all the meds out. The doctors and nurse got together. Just feel like I put the patient to sleep and now we're going in right now. All right, so what we're trying to do is reach moms, and we want the moms that want their babies to be well developed and smart and have good thinking and be cooing and grinning and giggling and blowing spit bubbles because they're so happy and oh my gosh, it's the best life ever, and to learn stuff and to be smarter than all the other kids. So what are we going to work on? And I'm actually going to do 2 levels here, but I want to show you a workbook process. And people that have worked with me or watched me do headlines, and I can't see any of y'all, but if Susie watches this and nods her head up and down because she's seen it before, and it freaks people out at first. All right, so that's going to be my headline, and now I'm going to do the workbook stuff. Let me go over to here, and I'm going to start thinking to myself, who's my audience? Well, right now it's moms that want a children's book for their 7-year-old. So we're not talking about blowing spit bubbles and babies cooing and happy. So now we want to go, and this is the thing that I was going to show you. and it's going to work right in perfectly right here. And I hope that you guys can see what I'm doing. I'm not going to go check. Yes, I am, because it's that important. Stop share. Could y'all see DuckDuckGo? Okay, good. So go screen share, screen share. And I'm just going to take a shot. And there's two sources now, and this is most of one of them. What do moms want the most for their 7-year-olds when they buy a book? I mean, how raw is that?
That's wrong.
It is. All right, so 30 best toys. Okay, now, not gifts, not gifts. Okay, so I'm going to try this a little differently. Why buy a book for a 7-year-old? Why buy a children's book for a 7-year-old? 7-year-old girls, fat brain toys. What does that mean? I don't know. I can't. Okay, personalized name book, best books for 7-year-olds. Why? Why? Okay. Oh, okay. We're getting a sales presentation here. We're going to run a minute or two over, but this is going to be awesome. I'm already so excited about it. And by the way, one of the biggest niches right now and one of the huge software sellers is selling how to do children's books. One of the programs I bought, one of the guys that just makes millions, like I bought Click Design, Scrabble. I bought about 5 big programs from him, and he's very into children's books. So let's look and see. Copy and run right back to your thing. Here's a bullet point. Let's make it bigger so everybody here can see it. 24. Okay. There's one. Let's go find us. Let's go find us another. This is very good. I'm actually getting an education in children's books. And what you guys will find is you can do this with bass fishing, bulldogs, dating, just doesn't matter. 24. I'm just going to get 2 more because we're only in an example. And I'm going to headline it for us. And we're going to have a headline. And Bob is going to go make $1 million. He's going to steal my headline, make it better. And then I'm going to spend 2 years going, come on, Bob, give me some money. And he'll go, no, my wife already gave you a hat. Okay. Oh, this is good. Okay, I'm going to stop right there, actually, because we're not actually selling children's books. Well, Bob is. What we're doing is trying to figure out how to sell anything we want to in an hour or so. All right, so here's our worksheet. Now, let me go look at y'all and then I'll do a share again. When I used to teach how to do this, it was like a class and this used to take 2 days. I'd say spend a couple hours, come back, spend an hour, half an hour, or 3 hours, or if you go crazy, 2 or 3 or 4 hours, and then you may even come do it again. You might do that 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 times and just put together a bunch of information. Then you'll learn stuff and you'll start doing stuff great. Now, I know if any of y'all are thinking of AI, we're going to hit that in just a second, but I really want to move quick because you guys, this is what I found out about AI. AI is like a race car or a jet. And if I went to you guys right now and said, look, we're going to go fly jets. I've got the fastest jet. Now, let's just say I've got I don't care. Any of the F-Series jets, those are all awesome. I don't care if I said, well, let's go pick a Russian MiG. Let's go pick, it doesn't matter. I got a fast jet, come on. And you got in and you put on your oxygen mask and you sat in the cockpit and I went, let's go. And you went, I have no freaking idea how to fly a jet. That is AI. So we're gonna fly the jet, but we're going to need a few minutes. Even Tom Cruise needed a few minutes to go fly in jets and all that stuff before he could fly a jet, right? I mean, you need a little bit of jet training. So before we do that, this is how to fly a freaking jet before you get into it and you're just flying it. Because if we're up in the air and we're going Mach 3 and the pilot has a heart attack and you're in the back seat going, yeah, I got no clue. It is not like on the videos where the 86-year-old grandmothers in the Piper Cub and they're going, come on, grandma, land it. And oh, you landed. Oh, yay. The jets go. So we don't want to do that. So here's what we do. Share screen. And we go and we learn to fly the jet by you put together your stuff and just make notes. Have fun doing it. Like I actually had fun doing this because I just learned some cool stuff. So what did we learn? At this point, I'm going to leave this as a freaking, watch this. Oh no, watch this instead. Why? If you have ever wanted, this is my favorite go-to headline, so we're going to use it tonight, it's quickest. Then you must. This can be y'all's go-to headline, by the way. It works how often? Every time. Wait, nothing works. It works every time. It works every time. Get this, and you make a variation off of it, of course. Let's go 50. Let's go. This is where I can't quit because I already can feel how good it is. If you have ever wanted, I want these capital, honey, come on. If you have ever wanted, stop it. Thank you. If you have ever wanted blank, then you absolutely must blank. So this is when I said, what does your audience want? And we went to find out, I lost something there, didn't I? I lost my favorite thing. Sorry, we're going back. If you have got it back already, how cool is that? Ever wanted, okay, if you've ever wanted something. All right, so what do we want? Why do I not have 3? Now I do again. Sorry, you guys, but evidently the lack of coffee is catching up to me. Okay, now I have 2. Now I have 3. I don't know. I just don't know is the answer. Now I have 2. What if we, now we have 3. Okay, I'm just going to be confused and go for 3. All right, so what do we want? We want, if you have ever wanted, I just got this out of your child, we don't need the blank line anymore because now we're filling in the blank line. What does your audience want? What does your audience want? What do these mothers want? To have a fantastic, I don't know how to spell curiosity. Curiosity. All right. I can't.
Needs an eye after the R.
After, thank
Go and
you.
grab a coffee, Paul.
I'm way out of coffee. Somebody spell curiosity before I bite my own fingers off.
Curiosity.
Thank you so much. No, I didn't do what you said.
You're welcome.
It's in the chat, Paul.
I'm not in chat. Can somebody just tell me how to spell it again?
Curiosity.
Got it. Thank you. Y'all are brilliant. That's curiosity. Now it looks funny to me, but I don't care. And to learn. Okay, now we're going to tie it in. Learn at a faster You guys, this is not, this might be illegal. I may have somebody come over here and stop me from doing this because this is so good. I can't stand it. 36. Let's go to, are we at Anton? There we go. If you have ever wanted your child to have a fantastic curiosity and to learn life's lessons at a faster rate than their peers, then you absolutely must secure your, make it theirs, free All right, now I'm just going to clean this up just because I don't like how that looked. Now I'm going to read this and then I'm going to come talk to y'all. If you have ever wanted your child to have a fantastic curiosity and to learn life's lessons at a faster rate than their peers, then you absolutely must secure your free starter book right now. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to make a copy, a picture of the book cover, right? And I'll probably make it with AI right here. And then I'll go, look, watch this. This is devastatingly awesome. Look at all you get when all you do is enter your best email address. And then we're going to change this to be bullet points. They can focus at this. Now your child will focus on their journey. This book will get newly independent readers and make them transition to chapter books. And now they're going to go learning in class faster and fantastic. So here's what we have. Well, it's what we did have. Now it's all gone. But I don't care. I did it, and that's probably to shut me up. So do y'all see how you create a headline to make people want what you have, and then you make them an irresistible offer so that they want it from you? Do you not think I can't do that with a freaking glass of water, and that you can't too? The only thing you have to do is know what your people want, and then give it to them in a way that makes them want it from you, and then craft an offer that makes them want it from you. So now we have something that a lot of people really want, and we've made them want them to get that thing from us. So Bob's going to be having, or Bob or whoever's now got a children's book. Now, my thought was I tied in some pride with that, because does anybody have a child and not think the child is the most beautiful child in the world? Very few people that I've ever seen have a baby, show you the picture of the baby and go, look, my ugly little monkey is going to have life's problems, but we're going to raise it and love it anyway. No, they go this, oh, and you better say that is the prettiest baby I've ever seen. Even if you turn around and go, honey, is that a baby what? Don't say it very loud. Don't even look at my dog. People look at my dog and say, that dog is so fat. You better look out. That dog's in her perfect bikini weight. I bought her 1 bottom and 4 tops. And you better back up. So it's the same way with children. So it doesn't matter what it is. If you can find that thing, which is, I thought, these moms are going to really want to know their child is better, faster, quicker, smarter, better looking, better in every way than anybody else's child on the planet. That's why I said, if you want your child to have a fantastic learning experience and actually start picking up critical thinking and learning life skills faster than those other morons that they're in 2nd grade with, look at those booger pickers. I mean, please, Mom, get this book now. And make it free by putting in their email. Every freaking brand new mom on the planet that gets to that, they're going to be signing up for it. Bob's going to send them the first 5 pages or whatever it is, a really good value, or might even get them the first one for free. But on the bottom of every one, put for more books like this, or join our Book of the Month Club, or now let's start teaching them about things you care about. Pick something in a topic, how to brush your teeth, how to have good manners, how to do good in math, how to ride a bicycle. Man, I'm starting to think of membership areas for children's books. No wonder that's such a big market. If you think about it a few minutes, you'll blow up. All right, so let me bring this all in because it's 8 o'clock, 8:03. So what am I doing right now in my life? And what are y'all doing? Well, if you're like me, you're hallucinating. I'm really not, though, because something fell off of the space station. I'm not sure how that happened, but it hit me in the head and then it landed on my lap. Okay. I'm really not on drugs. If you're like me, you're thinking to yourself, what can I do to make a butt ton of money before Christmas? Is that okay with y'all? Does anybody dislike me, or you're thinking I'm not like you? Okay. Believe this. Let me tell you something real and honest and true, because some of you, if you're anything like me, you're going to not want to believe this. And I started a sentence before and said, when we hear a thought that doesn't agree with us, we poo-poo it. This is a human thing. This is what all humans do. This is how you start knowing how to do things, because you know how people are going to react. But if you're presented with an idea that you don't agree with already, you will poo-poo it. You will not at first, your first thought will not be, all right, let me think of the source. Let me think about that and see if I've considered it carefully. Let me align that up with my current opinion. Let me put them both together and see how that meshes out. Let me think about this. It's not how the human brain works. This is what the human brain does first. The human brain first says, that's a load of crap, in however you speak it. And then you get, if you work and work and work and work, or if you're already smarter than I normally am, I'm only to 2nd level thinking, because I do that all the time. I go, you're full of crap. And then I have to go, okay, so if I was smarter than me, what would I be thinking right now? What would the smart Paul Darby be thinking that had the perfect nootropic? He'd be thinking, consider the source, look at the facts, see how it meshes with what you believe, see if you want to keep what you believe, you want to believe that, or if you want to consider it, or you want to merge them into a new thought thing and see what you have. That is really smarter. So before you disagree with this, be available that it might be true. Jesus in the Bible said that one of the greatest commandments that you can do is love God and love your neighbor. If you really will love people and care about their success, you will sell more than you've ever sold in your life. Well, that's a tough one, you guys. So we have to get rid of every bit. Now, I don't want you to think that I'm saying this so you'll like me. Oh, look, Paul's so cool. He's a Christian. Just forget all that for a second. If you want to sell more, let me show you how to sell more. Really want to sell something that will deliver that product or solution better than anybody else can, so that the person that buys it from you gets a better experience from buying from you than they'll get anywhere else. Does that make sense to you, that in a business reason, that is the best business you can do? But here's why. What if I sell you something and you actually get a big freaking check? Do you love me? Probably, but who cares? You're going to keep buying from me. What if you get a children's book and your little Einstein pops up and gets an A+ on a test and comes home because it's the same thing as the book they were reading? Are you going to buy 5,000 of the books from that author? Yeah. If you get a self-development book and you get something that's real smart, yeah. If you get something that says, this is how to pick up girls, and the next Friday, guys, you have 6 Dallas cheerleaders in your car wanting to know what you want to do for fun tonight. Are you going to buy more of those books? Watch more of those videos? Yep. So that's what I did with the headline. That's what you can do. So let's close it all up with this. I'm going to close the whole loop. Whatever you want to sell, doesn't matter. If it's mine, if it's yours, if it's somebody else's, it just flat doesn't matter. Figure out what your audience really wants. Figure out how you can give them a product or solution better than anybody else. Now, don't let that hurt you. Don't let that make you butthurt or slow you up, because it's freaking easy. Let me tell you why it's easy. Because nobody else will go the extra mile because they didn't go the first mile. And if you have any idea how true that freaking is, you will realize how easy it is to be exquisite and excellent and top drawer and make better websites than anybody else. I'm going to show you one thing real quick. Don't leave. I know it's 8:09. Just don't leave. And I want to show you something really quickly. Susie, am I sharing screen? Yes
No,
or Thank you.
no.
I don't want to yet. So I'm amazed that I'm not, because usually if I put my passwords up on the screen, or my members' passwords, then I'll just share that for 35 minutes before I see it. I remember we were doing masters for a long time once, and every week I would share, and finally it was just like, okay, if you're in this group, the whole rest of your group knows your username and password. That's just how it is. Everybody was kind of okay with it because we had such a good group. But I'm going to show y'all something just really quickly, and we're going to tie all this together. You're going to get it. What do I want to do? No, I don't want to email. I want to browse users, and I'll just go to mine, Paul Darby, and I just want to show you this. Okay, and I want to go to page share on Zoom. Okay. Okay. I'll let Rob H in. Okay. So I'm going to share screen. Now, I want y'all to notice something. VIP members area.
AI work perfect.
It doesn't matter what website, doesn't matter what business. What I want you to see is this is freaking sweet. We got AI girls, we got gold stuff, we got black and gold, we have a beautiful mansion. This is top drawer. This is the way that I do membership areas. Yes, we have all of, in other words, the business doesn't matter. I'm not selling you something. I'm saying, yes, we have all of the real-time stats, the business stuff, the real stuff. But you know what? When you go into the business area, when you get into it, it is pure upper class, top drawer. And the reason that I do that is because I sit here and make web pages and membership sites. And I have the most fun because all I have to do is make them really good, that do really cool things, and then make them freaking awesome looking. And then I tell people, you have an awesome membership area that does awesome stuff, and other people don't do this for you, right? That's the whole lesson for tonight. And don't look, one more page, and I promise I'll quit. I promise I'll quit. One more page. One more page. I just have to find it without showing. Right, where was it? Where? It's right here. Okay. Stop share and share screen, share. All right, look, you guys. I'm hoping you can see the screen. Is there anybody on here tonight that doesn't think that they can do this? What is this? It's a white box with a black background. Now, it's not completely black. This one's got stars in it. Woo! And I'm working now. I'm just building this. And all I've done was put the logo in it that I made with AI that everybody can do in a minute. And look, if you've ever wanted your child to have a fantastic curiosity and to learn life's lessons at a faster rate than their peers, then you absolutely must secure your free starter book right now. Look at all you get when you enter your best email address. Freaking, I want to see a thumbs up if that would sell books. I want to see a thumbs down if it's not freaking awesome. All right. You can do it. It's a white box on a black background, and all you have to do is figure out what your people want and say, here it is, and then deliver it really with a little bit of freaking style. Guys, when you go to pick the girl up, have your car washed and waxed, have on nice cologne, have on, if you're in Texas, you'd have on your skin cowboy boots. I know this is old school, but we'd have on our skin cowboy boots. And if we weren't cowboying it up and going to line dancing and going somewhere else, we'd have our hair fixed. We'd have our Crest tooth strip bright. Our teeth would be spark. All of that. That's your website. That's your business. And then you deliver. When Bob delivers that children's book, they get the first one free. It's got a beautiful cover. It's got a beautiful. Okay. I won't show you the page, but let me show you who just did this to me. And I am wrapping up. Can everybody see it clearly? And it's from Russell Brunson and Dan Kennedy. Look, you know what? Look, this is big. It's awesome. You put your newsletters in it for only $97 a month, and every newsletter sells you the ability to spend about $35,000 a year and more, because every newsletter is a sales presentation, just like every one of Bob's books is going to say, hey, here's a coupon for 20% off the next one. Why? Because you want to give them a reason to buy from you and keep them. So what did he do? He did the same thing I do. This is high class right here. It's black. It's got gold, little bit of gold in the back. It's got gold letters. It's got a cool, oh, that's dust. It's not design. Is that dust or design? Yeah, it's a design. It's got gold letters, so you know what it is? It's luxury. It's high class. You get this, start filling it up, and you're hooked. So that's all you have. And by the way, this is a freaking notebook. It's a notebook with black paper and gold letters. Or it's your luxury private top VIP membership. Nobody else gets this stuff. All right, now I'll quit. The last thing I want to do right now is quit. Now I want to start. Now I just want to go, because tonight, the rest of the night, that's more than I need in my waistband after yesterday. All I'm going to be doing tonight is trying to figure out how to make We Are Here better, because I want to launch it very, very soon. And I've already got all the coding done for Shiny Ball so that the VIP members get, it'll automatically upgrade everybody under them. What? Yeah. It's just going to be, I don't want you to have a notebook. I don't want you to have just a spiral bound notebook. I want you to have a big notebook with gold freaking letters. And when you get this, you're in the VIP club and it means something. But you know what? Actually make it that good. Make it mean something. Make it that good. And the reason that you can't, look, who else is doing anything? You can go the extra mile once you've gone the first mile and you look like a hero. My sites look like luxury members area because most people, you log in and it's crap. It's not very good. And their websites look like they did them all. Everybody's doing the same websites over on Warrior Forum and JVZoo. They're using the same template. Go look at it. It's that same freaking logo at the top. Look, you can do this in 3 easy steps. You'll be a millionaire. It's a loophole. It's a blueprint. It's a bird, it's a plane, it's boring me to tears. And it's normally $5,000, but today it's only $17, $14 or $17, except on page 2 when it doesn't really work until you start upgrading, then it's $500. And then you end up with a piece of crap, and then everybody hates internet marketers because they sell crap except you and me. And we sell greatness. Okay. Does anybody want to talk? Because I'm done talking. I'll quit.
I just want to say that I finally get it. I'm kind of new to internet marketing, but tonight I'm putting the pieces together and getting it. Thank you very much.
You made my whole Thanksgiving, is what you did. Look at everybody is smiling. People that already got it, they're so happy for you, they can't stand it. Yeah, good. I mean, I could just go for 30 minutes, but I'll shut up. I'll tell you who else likes that. Susie Gale likes that. Because Susie will call and interrupt to me to tell me, oh, somebody got a sale. It's like, Susie, I've been doing it 25 years. What do you mean? Yeah, but they've worked so hard. That's who you want running your customer service and the rest of your business when you're not looking at it. All right. I really love this. I spent the last, awesome. I don't even know what you're talking about, Tim, but I figure it's probably one of mine. I'm guessing maybe Shiny Ball. I'm not sure. That's funny, Paul, about Robert. I know Robert's funny. You can always say something funny about Robert. But Robert's wife made me a custom-made hat with her own label in it. So I have to kind of be nice to Robert. And I haven't opened up your spreadsheets yet for the money thing, because every time I ask you to do new spreadsheets, I change it. But I'm done changing now, and maybe the last one was right. So it's done. It's done. And by the way, when they move the servers over, you guys, the servers are finally moved. Hopefully they've got everything done and hooked up right. Hopefully. We're still finding little pieces. We're trying to fit back in, like, where's my leads? Oh, where's the lead, server engineer? I don't know, the programmer, back. And then we get them. So it's working out. But when they moved We Are Here over, guess what they did? They deleted everything out of the entire membership area, and it was back to reset. Somehow it reset. All the products, all the pages, all the prices, all the commission rules reset. So I could have cried. But instead I went, you know what? I'm going to make it so much better. And I'm not launching it until we're ready for it to launch anyway. All right. Any more questions? Oh, you were talking about AI Fortune Maker. Cool, Tim. Yeah. Thank you for saying it's awesome. Thank you. It is one of the most awesome programs that I've launched, and I launched it. And the next day I started talking about something else. But somewhere around the first of the year after We Are Here is done, I will start telling people about that, because not only is it a great commission, but it's a, yeah, shut up, Paul. All right, is that it? Is that it? Must be. I think we're going to quit with what Lindsay said. Wow, love that attitude, bigger and better. Okay. We're almost to December. The end of this year, who can believe it? Gonna be a lot of good things happening. It'll be boring at my house because I'm not in the new office, but who cares? Some reason God wants me still in the house. So here's where I'll be, and I will get to see y'all Monday, the good Lord willing, and we'll do another, oh my gosh. Patrick, I'm telling you, I've been watching nothing but Corsicana dog videos. That's all I do now because of your dogs. Okay, you guys, wow, I'm gonna keep the recording. It turned out better than I thought. Thank y'all for making it.